Well, today I'm doing something with leftover vegetables from the garden that I've been given. These are some leftover courgettes because it's getting cold now. And depending on how many you've got, you can see, just make a nice layer, chop them up a bit. And this is all the end of the tomato. And all I've done is chop them up, clean them, put them in a pot and cook them. Now I have added just about a teaspoon of vinegar because they needed brightening up. They are the very end of the season. And this is a few cloves of garlic. I'm going to sprinkle those on. And I'm also going to add a touch of cumin. Just a little. It's just to add a bit of interest. And some pepper. This is feta. It's just under a whole block. You could use a whole block, it depends how much you've got. But basically, I'm just going to scatter this over them. And I think feta cheese and courgette just go together very, very well. And this makes a really nice dish for a little vegetarian supper. And just stir in the spice. And it really is just a touch. Couldn't be any easier. And it's practically free food because at this time of year, they're not good enough for a salad and they're not really worth preserving, but they're still good tomatoes. And this now goes into an oven. And we're going to eat it later. You could have it with baked potatoes, but I, as you know, like my crusty bread. So this is popping in the oven for something like about 20-25 minutes and let it just cook down. These courgettes, because they were the end of the season, were slightly tougher, and as a result, it's now had 35 minutes to complete its cooking. And let's just take it out. There we are. And there you are. As you can see, your cheese has kind of melted. It's flavored the sauce. A lot of the liquid has evaporated and you've got very, very soft courgettes and everything is flavored. Now I'm just going to toss it around a little bit to get the cheese on everywhere. And as you can see, it's forming the sauce in front of us. It smells really good, doesn't it? And there you are. That's it. Now I would say to you that this will work with baked potatoes. It would work putting it alongside some noodles, some pasta, or it would work very, very well with my standard crusty bread. So it's an instant supper meal. It's very cheap to make and it uses up all those leftovers for autumn. It's a really warm, comforting food. Well, the very first thing to say about the courgette is that it's such a pretty colour. The dark greens, the orange, it just is pretty. There's a little bit of a hint of the spice. It's got a slight tartness from the feta cheese. It's light because it's made with fresh tomatoes. Very, very nice and so simple and just perfect for autumn. Really nice.